Welcome to The Car Crush. It's Joe here, and we are doing something completely different with this episode. Our second with the 4S, which I had as a loaner while my Boxster underwent emissions testing with Porsche's in-use verification program. It passed, and I got a $1,000 service voucher for participating. Details at Porsche.com. It's a pretty cool program. Anywho, I also took the 4S to Palm Springs to see my good friend and journalist and Porsche-phile Tara Weingarten to get her take on the car, and this is what we got up to. This is less of a road test and more of a chit-chat, and I'm calling this Take Two with Tara.
I don't think it has a massage function.
It sure does. It's going up and down my back and my thighs. Either that or it's wishful thinking. But it's definitely grabbing my ass. It's my German boyfriend. Klaus. Klaus, come on. There are people around.
Yes, lady. Yes.
So I'm a huge Porsche freak. I have a 2008 Cayman S, because if a car comes in an S, you always buy it. I learned to drive on a 356. My dad had 5 of them.
And tell us what your dad did, by the way.
He's a television writer. He was like a 1-hour drama guy.
But not just television people.
Well,
Heart to Heart.
He did the Mod Squad and the FBI and Murder, She Wrote. And
What was Robert Wagner like?
I didn't care because, I was too busy doing my own thing.
He was a scrupulous man who may or may not have killed Natalie Wood. So let's talk 911. They've become really great GT cars,
Okay.
but maybe not sports cars any longer.
Okay.
And in this 5-minute evaluation that I'm giving you with this car, I'm asking for you to come to the same conclusion.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
So I do think, at least acceleration-wise, that it is a sports car. I think what you're saying about the GT is that it's so smooth. Like, you have a Boxster, I have the Cayman. The suspension is tighter.
Right.
This feels more comfortable.
Yeah.
Way more comfortable than my...
It's a more sort of grown-up version of.
So here's a corner. I'm going to say this is a sports car.
Okay. All right.
That was like nothing. It wasn't even trying to slip out of anything, and I was going 55 miles an hour around that corner.
Right.
One of the reasons why I love my 2008 and I really don't want to sell it is I feel like it's raw. It's so raw. The handling and the steering, and it's so direct. I love that. It feels like I'm being slammed up against a wall and taken.
Right.
This car will slam you up against the wall and take you, but you're going to have to ask for it. It's not going to do it without you asking.
It's a gentleman that way.
It's a gentleman
It's
that
not
way.
gonna
Do you
take-
really
it's not
want
gonna
a
take-
gentleman? Do you want somebody who's not going to ask?
Or do you want someone who's just gonna take?
Take it. How much is this car?
Guess.
I'm going to say 119.
119. Okay. So this
140.
this
Okay.
car is about 160.
Okay. I love this car. Listen, 160,000 is quite a lot of money, but when you compare
Plus
it,
tax. Oh shit!
it makes you do naughty things. It totally makes you do bad things. There was a time when you couldn't envision driving a Porsche that wasn't a stick shift.
Right.
So here we are in a PDK, a dual clutch PDK, which, the transmission is insane, but I really like a good stick shift, so I feel disconnected somewhat. I always feel like there's a full body condom on me.
Yeah.
And I can't shift the car. And
I mean, who doesn't love a full body condom?
I don't want, nobody wants a full body condom. You don't
Can't
want...
feel anything.
You can't feel anything. I see what you're saying about this car is so smooth and incredibly comfortable.
It's slightly removed.
It's slightly removed.
All right, Tara Weingarten.
All right. Are we good?
We're good. Are we gonna do this again?
Yes.
We're gonna do this again, right?
Yeah, but it won't be as fun because of this car.
Well, who knows what you'll get us into next time.
I mean, I'll get us into something good, but
Hopefully you'll get us something that's gonna throw us up against the wall and take what it wants.
I don't want them to ask. Do you want them to ask?
Both of us are happily married, by the way.
These are theoretical conversations. But I do think that there's Porsche and everything else. There's sort of like Frank Sinatra and everyone else.
Yeah.
There's, Michael Bublé is not Frank Sinatra.
No.
Why buy a Michael Bublé album when you could buy a Frank Sinatra album? Porsche is Porsche.